Good morning, good evening, good afternoon guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a beautiful day and that you are safe and well during this time. And I wanted to come on here for anybody who feels helpless and for anybody who wants to make a difference during this time. So I'm bringing to you 5 ways you can help during this crisis. Now, the first tip I have is to send out letters to your local nursing homes. So what I did was I went on Facebook and sent messages around the local nursing homes here in Stirling and got addresses off them. And then I posted them and basically just wrote them a little note for anybody who needed it, and wrote to anybody who would feel lonely, and basically they passed it on to those who felt lonely. And I also included a return address in case anybody wanted to reply. So that is my first tip, is to write to your local nursing home. My second piece of advice that you can do to help is to donate toiletries to your local hospital. Now, people who are in hospital obviously still need to wash, still need to have tampons, pads, stuff like that, and that doesn't come from nowhere, and it shouldn't be on our NHS to have to buy the toiletries for these people. So what I did was I took a big box of toiletries that I've had sitting around since I came to uni. I came to uni with about 10 tubes of toothpaste, and I think I've only used like 6. So the other 3 tubes of toothpaste I took to the hospital. I took some shampoo, conditioner, whole load of tampons, and generally he said that they were so needed, and I encourage you guys to do the same. So you don't need to buy new stuff, just grab on to anything that you are not using and has been sitting around. Everybody has at least 1 bottle of shampoo that they can donate, and even if you collect them in your family, in your groups, and go to the hospital, obviously use the guidelines that are there, stay to social distancing, but I recommend going to the hospital with some toiletries, and it goes such a long way. When I went to drop off the box that I had, the man was so appreciative about the tampons, because people don't seem to think to donate them, and just because you're in hospital doesn't mean your period is going to stop. My third piece of advice is to ask round your local neighbours. Now, you don't need to speak to them like directly. Even if you drop your neighbours a message, if you've got their phone number, drop the elderly in your area a message, post a letter through the door basically saying, do you want me to get you any groceries? Because obviously we need to be looking after those who are vulnerable, and if you're still able to go to the shop, and chances are you're still going to be doing a food shop, if you're going and one person goes for 3 people, then it stops 3 people basically being in the shop, and it actually just helps the queues at the shop. It helps the people who need it most, who are needing to stay at home and stay isolated and not see anyone. It stops as many people coming into contact with as many people. So that is my third tip. Now, my fourth tip comes into this. If you are going for a food shop, just chuck an extra couple of tins in your basket. There is normally a food bank box at the door of any supermarket, and my advice is to donate to food banks during this time. Even if it's just a tin of soup, it makes so much difference, and a tin of soup is what, like 30p. So obviously some people can't afford food. A lot of people are struggling financially during this time, and I think that just by donating a tin of soup like that can feed 2 people easily. And I think so many people are forgetting that, yes, we're all struggling financially, but some people struggle financially anyway, and for those people, they can't afford to pay for food and put food on the table for their family. And I think that it's so important to remember this during this time and help people who need it most. Now, I'm a student. I am struggling financially. I think everybody is, and I'm still able to spend 30p on a tin of soup. My fifth piece of advice is to send a message to everybody you know and ask if they're all right. You can literally do a group message and just send the same message to everybody and just say, hey, I hope you're all right. Feel free to drop me a message if you need someone to talk to, or give me a call, because I think that so many people are feeling lonely and feeling alone during this time, and it's so important that we all just come together. And you know, mental health is going to rapidly be such an issue during this time, because nobody's able to go out and socialise, nobody's able to stick to their normal routine, and I think that is so important that we come together as a group of individuals and support everybody we know. Even if you've just met them once, send them a message, say, hey, I know that we've not spoken in a while, or I know we don't really know each other that well, but just wanted to say, like, I'm here if you need a talk. And also that might benefit you as well, because then you can talk to someone and not be alone. Like, I'm sat in the flat on my own, but I'm still speaking to my friends, my family, and making sure that they're okay, and they're making sure I'm okay. So that is my 5 pieces of advice. I know it was short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're all staying safe. I don't want to mention the C word, and yeah, just stay positive during this time, guys. Everything happens for a reason, and something up there has a plan for us. And I think that coming out of this, we will never take anything for granted ever again. So just remember that every cloud has a silver lining, and yeah, stay safe, stick to the public guidelines, and make sure that you're looking after yourself as number one, but also the people around you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button to see more videos from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, I love you so much, stay safe, bye.